engaged champions, so they're going to be banning as many of them as they can. Orin gone, Alistar gone, most likely either Nautilus or Leona going to be the next target here if they do decide to ban him out some more.
You know what? I'm quite excited to see if NAOS Esports is going to be using a double ADC comp here. Yes, it is very scary against a Zoe, but both Mirmo and Mitsura are just so talented on ADCs. Yeah, I want to see the Ashe. Mirmo introduced it so well in season 1 and in season 2.
That's his signature champion.
He is known for Ashe. Ashe is Mirmo. Mirmo is Ashe.
Exactly. And I mean, just a little bit of history on this player, Mirmo. He's not only been a top ADC in Wild Rift, he's been a top ADC in League of Legends
forever.
Since, yeah, basically since forever. When I was managing an esports team, he was my ADC, and at that time, he was top 1 in the Philippine server. So this man has been grinding. He has not stopped or dropped the ball in competitive for the longest time. And I would love to see him on a signature champion, as well as Calm on a signature champion. The Riven coming out versus the Fiora.
Absolutely. Riven finally is coming out more at the end of the regular season of Season 2. I love it, especially with the recent buffs that this champion has received. Of course, you have to just start taking this champion now. Yonado is going to be picked up here by Carryman. I think it's going to be a very useful champion to be used here by this jungler of Woohoo Gaming. And we talked about the Leona for Wake Up. Looks like it's going to be the case again.
Yeah, and that just leaves the Mirmo pick here for NAOS Esports. A lot of options still. Or it... we might just get baited by the...
Wow!
Wait!
Alright! Are we going towards 2018 meta?
Yeah. Is it funnel time? Are we funneling?
Is it time to funnel Galio into the mid lane for Mitsura? It has been such a long time since we've last seen that kind of combination, right? But what a better day to see it than this time. Information now being let on to us by this adjustment by NAOS Esports. We see 56% approval rating more on the side of NAOS Esports, of course, than Woohoo Gaming in this game. Interesting turnaround of events as well on the final lineup of NAOS Esports. Will this be useful? We don't know just yet. But are we looking forward to it? Absolutely. And going back to Mirmo as well, just to add in, because when he did have a team back in the Icon series here in the Philippines, of course, Mirmo Esports, they actually were the one who introduced the Seraphine Sona. I'm hoping to see both of those champions again be used, at least in the playoffs. Hopefully, because Sona has been used already by EDG a while ago. Maybe we would see the singing champion once again.
Yeah, we saw her just earlier in the fight for side, but I do want to see her in the actual match. And interestingly enough, it does seem like that Zoe on the side of Woohoo Gaming is going to be going to the bot lane. So yeah, that Zeri is going to be on Sandy, and it's going to be the mage bot lane here for Woohoo Gaming. That's something that you know, is not... So it's not something that is super common now in this meta, where ADCs really have been buffed up, and they're really good in that dragon lane. But it still works, especially in the late game where Zoe, you know, one sleepy trouble bubble and you're caught. That's -1 on the team, especially if somebody can follow up on it.
I mean, it's mainly because Mitsura is using the Galio, and Galio kind of works well against AP champions. Zeri though can just continue to tickle the Galio, tickle the statue here of Mitsura, and it's just gonna be having such a great time farming here, unless, you know, of course, a visit comes through from Fate with the Hecarim, and then a great engage comes as well from Mitsura. Top lane, we see some jabs being thrown by both Calm and Rocky. Stabs rather, since both of them have swords.
Jabs, Rocky. That's right, Rocky Balboa. Yeah. You know, continue with the analogy, because you were onto something. Jab, right hook here, but Calm answering back. Of course, this is gonna be a dual heavy top lane, considering the champions that both of these guys are rocking. Calm right now with the level disadvantage just for the moment. but once he gets that 3, he'll be a lot harder to duel for Rocky.
Yeah, we see some respect coming in from Com. This time we don't see an Ignite on the Riven, but rather a barrier. Kereman as well is lingering on the top side of the map. Means that Woohoo Gaming can have an investment towards ganking Com. But looks like that's not going to be the case since NAOS Esports can answer back in the bottom lane. It's too risky of a play if ever they do give that information. Especially that Margo and Mirmo has really high kill potential with this combo.
Yeah, a very, very high kill potential lane, kill percentage. And we're going to be starting with the Dredge line hitting onto Wake Up. And will he be able to get out of there? Yes, he will with a flash. Good thing that Carryman is there to dissuade the rest of this gang from happening. But the damage has already been done. Oh yeah, Margo, that might have been a little bit of a misstep. Had to flash out of that. Can Sandy turn this around? No, there's a fear onto 3 of them. Mitsura with the big assist there. And then the heroes exit to get out of there. Margo does go down. But all in all, a 2 for 2. NAOS Esports being very aggressive there. Rocky forced to come down to help.
Yeah, that's so much investment coming in from Woohoo Gaming just to allow them to equalize the amount of kills that was taken there by NAOS Esports. This is the big opening though of Mitsura, getting the double kill for him to have leverage right now into the mid lane, at least buff him up a little more in the matchup that he has against the Zeri. And it was a big investment again. Just the Fiora helping out in the bottom lane gave an opportunity for Com to just get the plates going in the top lane as well. And all in all, it's a better gold funneling here for NAOS Esports.
Yeah, I mean, NAOS has the gold on the right people at the moment. Woohoo Gaming, I wouldn't say it was sloppy, but definitely they allocated a lot of resources there. Especially since they didn't suss out that gank immediately, and they really had to respond with bringing Rocky down there. So I really would say, like, tempo-wise, NAOS is on the they're on the driver's seat at the moment.
Yeah, a lot of ages picked up already for Mitsura just because of the 2 kills that he has gotten. Now the clock is started a little early for the scaling of this item as well. Would give them leverage as well for the damage later on coming from this Galio. And we see great bursts coming in from an AP Galio, right? It has been demonstrated even last season when a support player actually used AP Galio. I believe it was NGX that actually tried it out, draw with the AP Galio that allowed them to win a big game that time. And NAOS Esports taking notes, applying it today.
Yeah,
in the mid lane.
In the mid lane. If nothing else, NAOS Esports is a team that learns quickly and adjusts as fast as they can. And there's the Onslaught of Shadows. They're already adjusting. Wake Up, hey, might actually have brought himself to a little bit of a sticky situation. But Fate is really focusing on this bot lane here. Really trying to keep Mirmo and Margo as fed as possible. Even if they switch Sani to that bot lane, to combat that Lucian a little bit better, because he does have that level advantage, that item advantage. It's still going to be, you know, not a winning lane for Woohoo Gaming at the moment.
And as Esports getting a couple of plates in almost all the lanes is a great sign that they are having many options here in the map, especially if they do get the head of Terra. They can use it in the top lane, use it in the bottom lane, or use it in the middle lane to bash that tower down. They have the engaged tools necessary if ever they need to send it out. And Woohoo Gaming is fully aware of that as well. Rock is trying to carry in the top lane, trying to pressure down Com so that he can start bashing the plates in the top lane as well if ever Com relocates. Kereman starting the RH already, but the Dragon is also being taken by NAOS Esports. This is a great investment that they actually have towards scaling.
Yep, objective trade there. It does mean that Woohoo Gaming, once they drop Shelly, they'll have the gold advantage for a little bit. But this is, as you said, an investment to the scaling of NAOS Esports. And really, they are investing a lot in this bot lane. Already, they have found Fate under the tower. Yes, Onslaught of Shadows out, but the Ignite will take him down. And that is a kill onto the jungler, unfortunately. Sani, oh my god, Wake Up with the big play there. Good catch onto Margo. And unfortunately, Mirmo is exhausted. There's a hero's entrance, though. Can he actually make this work as Pan goes down? Maybe he can. Mitsura and Mirmo, the duo of centuries, they will be able to actually get ahead of that. Unfortunately, Calm in the top lane. was ganked.
Well, this gang. And tower fell down as well. A good trade as well coming from Woohoo Gaming, but let's check this replay out because this is actually a bit of an overextension that NAOS Esports made that was punished heavily by Woohoo Gaming. And that's the downside when you're up against a highly suppressing champion, Leona. Pan was also here just to help out. But fortunately enough, the Galio was able to help out coming from NAOS Esports. Again, that's the benefit of having a global present champion. And NAOS Esports was able to at least mitigate the losses that they've had in the bot lane, especially in the top lane as well.
Yeah, and with that mitigation, I mean, they are basically on even footing right now. Very, very little lead, if any, on these two teams. And it really comes down to who is going to pressure those lanes harder now. We do see that Mirmo has moved his way up to the top lane. Rocky, now, he wants to match Calm here in lane positioning, because he doesn't want to take a potential 2v1 fight against that Lucian. But there is a catch from Wake Up. He uses a Solar Flare, and then the Grand Challenge is onto Mitsura. But he is a Galio, he's very tanky. There's also a lot of shadows. There's the fear. But will this be enough? There's Hero's entrance. Doesn't knock up anybody. Mitsura knows he can't stay long, so he just punches out. Look, health bar is getting incredibly low. Wake Up basically at 1 HP. But Woohoo Gaming, they haven't been killed, but they haven't gotten any kills either. Pan risking it all for a little bit of damage, but the Paddle Star is NAOS. They intimidate them. They take their health bars, but not their lives, but they take the tower.
Yeah, I mean, that's just pressure that they've utilized to take another structure away from Woohoo Gaming. It's just one win so far, deals so much damage already coming in from Mitsura on the Galio. And to think that Calm can just go with the execute as well with the Wind Slash later on after casting his ult is a massive kill pressure that NAOS Esports already have. And to think that they also have the illusion, someone that can burst down. This is so many bursting tools available for NAOS Esports. Yes, we see a great combination with a Zeri and a Zoe, having consistent DPS and also having great burst. But they can be put in a tough spot as well with just one setup, with just one crowd control. Let's see though. What is going to be the adjustment here by Woohoo Gaming? Yeah. Especially that they are down a little bit in gold. Mitsura getting caught though.
Yep, and there's a Solar Flare, but the Onslaught Shadows to maybe try to get him out of there. Fate has not been sealed yet. Haha, we don't even have a Yodi in this game. But there's a Grand Challenge, and Fate maybe has been caught. There's Hero's Entrance, but the rest of NAOS Esports respond in kind. And then Calm is going to be coming in on the backside, and he's going to get the stun onto Carryman. Carryman now trying to run away. The Wind Slash will take his tail, but that was an amazing response from NAOS Esports to take that one kill.
Because so much crowd control is just there for NAOS Esports. They can easily interrupt any movement here from Woohoo Gaming. Let's check that replay out because they actually overcommitted into engaging towards NAOS Esports. They thought they had them until they realized they don't. It's because of the crowd control. Yet again, Heroes Entrance zone everybody out. They bought enough time for them to actually get the kill onto Wake Up. Calm initiated once again with the flash invested. Unable to get the kill onto Carryman, but enough for them to just be zoned away.
Yeah, now with kills equal, NAOS has a 2,000 gold lead. They have the onus on this Drake. So, Woohoo Gaming, how are they going to get in this? They do have Carryman. They have the potential Fate Sealed here. They're actually going to try to target Mitsura, but he's a little bit too squirrely for them. He's a bit too evasive. As NAOS, they have started the Dragons, about to half health now. Fate definitely in a great position to smite, but that could be almost a catch there onto Margot. Not quite, but Carryman is inside the pit. He has been taken out of the pit, and that's going to be the big smite to secure. And now the fight. But Calm, he has the Grand Challenger, but on the backside of the fight, they are chasing away Rocky. Now it's just chasing away members of Woohoo Gaming on two fronts. Rocky's already down. Wake Up is going to go to sleep in just a second. He has no mana, he's got a shield, but there is the horse to take out the Zoe. Unfortunately, Wake Up was not able to be taken down, but NAOS have gotten everything they wanted from that. A huge lead is building up now.
Yeah, and enough for them to take this tower down as well. Early inhibitor tower takedown by NAOS Esports. 11 minutes into the game, we're not even going towards Soul just yet. but this is a massive dominance by NAOS Esports. But look at this replay. After securing the Dragon here, they immediately turned onto the members of Woohoo Gaming. Look at the zone control. This is an AP Galio, but look at him being able to just completely deal the damage as well, as the rest of the members of NAOS Esports were chasing on the bottom side of the cabin. We're seeing and re-engage again. So many crowd controls by NAOS Esports. This is a sight to see, of course, on team fight when you're the one doing the crowd control.
Yeah, and there's no way for them to stop the horse from actually charging through. What CC do they have to control the Hacker? Really not too much. They have the Leona, but Wake Up wasn't anywhere near the Hecarim. They have the Fate Sealed maybe, but and the Sleepy Trouble, but those are conditional CCs. So unfortunately, this Hecarim is just going to roam free unless Wake Up is able to really stay on point, and he has to be guarding that squishy backline of Woohoo Gaming.
Let's see if they can still fight back. 5,000 goal lead by NAOS Esports. Soul Point already prepping up for the Baron. This has been so far a one-sided beatdown that NAOS Esports is giving towards Woohoo Gaming. But we never discount Woohoo Gaming just yet. They can still turn around fights. They have been able to do it in their past series as well. And all it takes is one setup, and they can actually make it happen. Yeah, one mistake by NAOS Esports and Woohoo Gaming catching it is enough for them to turn the tides around.
Yeah, that's something that I really admire about the CN Conference teams is their ability to, kind of play from behind and look for that one mistake and capitalize on that and snowball from that. Even if they're behind, the game really isn't over until the Nexus explodes, because they can always come back off of one bad team fight. So that's something that NAOS is incredibly aware of as they start this Baron.
They are fully committing onto it. Wake Up is going to be here. It's sealed.
Yeah, they all will also get the culling as well. There's the smite. They've gotten incredibly low. There's the onslaught of shadows there. Pan has to flash out. Wake Up is now the sacrificial lamb. He has been sacrificed to the gods, to fate, basically. And Rocky trying to take that Hecarim down. The horse will be turned to glue there by the Fencer. But that is still maybe too little too late there, because NAOS have already gotten that
burst.
And maybe the burst ultimate syrup, but he's so tanky. And he even gets the Winds of Iran on him. But Rocky is able to at least finish him off. Can he finish off Margot? Calm is there. He's going to try to chase Rocky down, maybe chase him away, as NAOS want to get this inhib tower.
I mean, they will be able to get this. Another 1v1 by Rocky. Calm has to be very careful. It's just assisting the wave as well, especially that they do have the Baron buff.
Yep, Solar Flare, swing and a miss there, but Carry Man, can he carry this to the fifth line as Margot and Mirmo are very low, they are in enemy territory. There's a teleport coming in, as Tom actually has dual Carry Man all the way to the Nexus, and the Nexus actually was the target all along, as NAOS Esports win in an explosive fashion in the middle of a team fight.
An incredible